Yo! I am FattMann, and this is the Chop Up Hour. We're in the building with Islaymiami. How you doing, huh?
How you doing? I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
Man, hey, I want to first tell you thank you for pulling up. Mainly because sometimes it's hard for people to come through, man. They got busy schedules, this going on, performances and photo shoots and family stuff. I get it.
And you guys, y'all out here, but I look forward to coming here.
Man, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. We really do. Thanks to Dread, man. He made it all happen.
Shout out to Dread.
Definitely, he made it happen, man. Where do I start? Where you from, man?
Somewhere. I'm from here, born and raised in Miami.
Okay.
But I've been a little around. Like I was in Atlanta for a little bit.
Okay.
You know, shopping my music. But Miramar is like where I stuck. You ever heard of like Miramar?
Yeah, I'm familiar. Definitely, I'm from here. I'm from every little part of town over here. I'm familiar with it.
Right. That's I call everything Miami. Like, look, if you from like I would say Fort like in between like Davie area down, everything Miami to me. But we know it.
Yeah, I still ain't figured out why people. Oh, I guess because people identify with bigger areas like Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Exactly. That's it. That's all they know. From
yeah.
They don't know nothing else.
And it's a lot much more to offer.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Wow. So, singer. I want to call you a model, man, because I see
model. That's where I started.
Stylist, in so many words. Because I see you like to get in front of the camera and put on different uniforms and things of that nature.
I do.
I want to hit on all of that, man.
He said you want to hit on. Let's do it.
The artist side, man. I slay. The artist side, man. What inspired you, man, to get into that, man? And how long you been doing it?
Well, I know that sounds cliche on people, like I've been doing it all my life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do come from a musical background. My mother was an artist. She's a gospel artist, actually.
Okay.
So she was singing even when she was pregnant with me, singing like touring with Bobby Jones and Yolanda Adams and stuff like that. Okay. So I started in church, then I started with a band for a while. But I always knew I wanted to become indie, you know, eventually.
The smoke don't bother you, do it?
Not at all.
Okay. There we go.
Only every night. I'm about to mess with him.
No, you good. You good, man. I was gonna put it out no way, Slay. Yeah. I was just fucking with you though. But finish. I'm sorry. Continue.
But no, that's it. So I just, you know, from there, I just always being a. I share this. No, like with just no judgment. 'Cause people would be like, the moment I say it, they be like, what? So I'm a pastor. So my dad's a pastor. So he always forced me. Like it was to a point where like forced to sing, no matter if I didn't want to or not.
In the choir.
Not even just in the choir, just, you know, my daughter's gonna come up before I preach, you know, have my daughter come sing for me and be like, oh my God. And I mean, when I say large crowds, you know, of people. So I always, from like 5, 6, you know, been used to that. So it's just, I naturally, you know, the why you grow a love with it, you know, when you like it, you know, when I start doing good.
No doubt.
And actually learn how to sing.
Yeah. You're pretty good at it, I must say.
Thank you.
Man, it was an artist, man. When I first started looking at your content, it's an artist. I don't know, she used to ride a bike. Man, I'm sorry, her name slipped me. She used to ride a bike in one of her first videos. And I don't even know how to really drive that particular question, but you reminded me of her. She had sunflowers. Sunflowers. I remember her first debut album. She had some sunflowers.
Are you talking about NDIRE?
No.
Okay.
No. No. But I like NDIRE. Shout out to her too.
She had like a scene like that.
Yeah. I can't think of the girl. What's her name? No. It was she was a solo artist. But you kind of put me in mind of her with the way your rhythm, the way you deliver, man. It's just, you kind of made me think about her. She'd been around in many years, but she was a young girl too. But
I wish I knew you.
I can't think about her name right now, but her name slips me. But hey, fast forward from that. What this mean to you, man? Me versus me.
Me versus. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Actually, you must be connecting. That was actually one of my posts just recently.
I know.
I said, Moneybag, yo, I had to listen to that song, you know, and sit. And I said, it's so real. And I take it even on a deeper level. Can I take like 2 minutes? I know he's shy. I know that sounds like, it's like so little words, but it means so much to me. Cause like, especially in like the black woman community, not even in the black woman community, all together women, it's like we have this thing. We're y'all men don't probably know this. We're very competitive. Understand? So everything that we look at is like beauty, as if beauty, there's like a best. You feel me? Or like we have to compete with each other of something. You know what I'm saying? It has to be I guess we were always heard someone's the prettiest or the best or the whatever, even from high school, you know. So it's like I think we stuck on to that even as adulthood, you know. So I like kind of what he's on that me versus me pertaining to that. It's just always reminding, I would hope to remind women that beauty's everywhere. So there shouldn't be no competition against each other. Right. It should be focusing on yourself, bettering yourself. Finding what's beautiful to you, you know, in that inner beauty, you know, in that inner, just everything. Beauty goes beyond that, but just that. Be your own competition. Whatever makes you feel like you want to climb to the height. Whatever, you know, your goals are, your endeavors. Do that. You know, that's me versus me. That should be the best you that you can be from yesterday.
I agree.
You know, so.
Totally agree.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, hey, I know I don't really do orthodox interviews here. I might be all over the place. I might ramble a little bit.
That's cool with me. You can go to the flow.
Because
they gave me grapes here. I'm cool.
Hey man, anytime we try to, you know, we don't do the certain color Skittles. We don't pick out the certain Skittles. You all want all red. We don't do that here. We're gonna get a whole bag of them. They assorted, man.
They told me to pick it out.
Straight up, man. Straight up. Let me ask you, man. Back to this stylish thing. I see you do a lot of pictures of clothing and different backgrounds and things of that nature, man. You ain't no stylist in your background?
That's what. Okay, let me tell you guys something. That's entertainment altogether has been in my family. So we used to put on shows, plays. My aunt used to work for Vogue models. So
really?
We were like her test dolls. So when we were like 12, 13, you know, that's when she was just now starting to put on makeup. We were her dummies and stuff. So we learned all of that. We had to always be, to take photos. We always had to be in some form of way, even if we didn't want to, in some form of limelight or some form of entertainment. So it's just like, I've always just found love and art all together. Okay. So wherever it has anything to do with creating, music is my ultimate love, yes, but anything that has to do with creative design, that's just my passion.
Beautiful thing. Sure. You're doing good at it too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I enjoyed all the photos, man. I'm like, this girl got something. There's something going on with her. Yeah. I just thought about the girl name just now.
Oh yes.
Corinne Bailey.
And I don't even know who that is. I'm gonna look her up though.
Look her up. And your style of music, the way you sing, is kind of mirrors her a little bit. And you don't even know who she is, so you're just doing what you do. But it's kind of, and I don't know how big she ever made it. I think she had maybe 2 hit singles, but I haven't seen her in years. And she started young. I think she was like 18 or 19. But I haven't seen.
You remember what year she came out?
At least 10 years ago.
Okay.
So I don't know. She probably a housewife now somewhere. Who knows? But I ain't heard no records from her forever. You know what I mean? But she was dope though. I thought she was unique as well, like I think about you.
I like that.
I hate to keep reiterating on things that I saw, but what for you? What is beauty in the struggle?
It's beauty in the struggle, baby. I would say I'm a big J. Cole fan for one. So I listen. The beauty in the struggle. And for one, I want to say I like the fact that you did your research. You know, some people would just be like, "Oh yeah, I found you," but you did your research. Like I did my research.
Right,
so
definitely.
I appreciate that.
You did.
But yeah, beauty in the struggle. I don't want to go too deep in it, but I would say that. You ever heard of the saying like looks can be deceiving?
No doubt.
You know. So, as I mentioned, you know, although my dad was a pastor, although we were like we had our organization goes all over the world. So it's like thousands.
What is it,
thousands. It's almost like Kojic. We're sisters of it. It's called HOG. It's House of God. Okay. So, huge, thousands of members. No doubt. We always was kind of like in that limelight type thing. But it was like we had to be that forefront type thing. But there was always like no one's perfect, you know. And not just to say like my household, but that's something I always talk about like when I have women talk. Is my parents got divorced like when I was like 8. Okay. So being in that kind of, I guess, judgmental, you know, like when you're in the church, everything's supposed to be like doctrinated, goody, yeah, you know. Yeah. So having that kind of lifestyle and going through the certain things that I had to go through after my parents' divorce, it was just a lot. You know, being my mother was a single parent. You know, my father, he remarried.
Okay.
So a lot of, and I don't ever judge my dad. You know what I'm saying? It's just that men, I think you guys do what you know, for one.
What's that?
Just do it, as far as, I guess, through your experiences. I'm talking about as far as fatherhood or just moving forward through just divorce stuff. It's just like you move on for what you know.
Gotcha.
You know. So my dad remarried and things like that. So it was like a lot of things that I had to go through young. You know, he really wasn't there for it. You know.
Okay.
So it's like I had to like take care of my mother, all that stuff, and that's nothing that I could ever share back then. You know, because we were in the church, so everything was like secret. You know, but. Just the beauty and the struggle is just remembering all the stuff that I went through, and it's like sometimes I look back, and even through, I mean, we can all say that, just through pain, tears, all that, it's like, dang, would I take it back? You know, would I bring things back? Would I bring my parents back? Or anything?
Right.
It's like, no, because I wouldn't be who I am today.
No
you
doubt,
know what I'm saying?
no
So
doubt.
it just feels so good that even through that, it's like, damn, like, would I take this back? Nope. Like, that's just a good feeling. It's
Right,
like, you know,
right.
and it's beauty and it's beautiful. Like, just what I
No doubt.
And anybody, like, anyone can say, like, their struggles and their pains just made them, if it didn't kill you, it made you stronger.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Hey, Dawn, let me ask you. I know
We
you.
can go all over the place. We can talk about waves after this.
Yeah. You the only child?
I'm not.
Nah.
So I have two sisters
Okay.
through my parents, and then my dad had another daughter.
Okay. You the oldest?
I'm not the oldest.
You're not the oldest?
I was a baby, but no, I'm not. So now I'm like the middle.
You like the middle?
Yeah, I have two older sisters,
Okay.
and I have a baby sister.
A baby sister. No kids, no children.
No kid, no, thank
Awesome,
God.
awesome,
No kids.
Yeah, hey man, that's
I ain't ready for that yet.
Yeah, especially when you try to pursue your career, man. You need nothing to slow you down.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. Hey, my next question for you: who is Dawn? Who is she, man?
Dawn. I like that.
Yeah, who is she?
I would say Dawn goes even deeper than me. So I'm named after my mother. So I like to believe that a lot of women are, their mother in some form of way.
No doubt.
So without explaining myself, I'd explain my mom. My mother was like this strong woman. She had a lifestyle, natural, had to, that song Hustle, That wasn't even something that, I think nowadays, that's like, what's the word, like a fashion statement. Everybody, because everybody talking about hustle hard, you gotta go hustle. She had no choice. She had to, from the age of 7 to 15, she had to beg out for money. Her father was a pastor as well.
Really?
But before he became a pastor, he was a pimp. He did a lot of, he was out there. So before he did that, he used to make his kids go out beg for money. They can't get home unless they came out with in our time, how the amount it is now is stacked. Like it was $100, but back then that's like a stack to us now.
No doubt.
So it's from that, she just, and then this is her story, but it's just a lot, but she just went through the molestation, all this stuff. So my mother is just who she is now, just created me, so her ways and certain things and how she just taught me certain attributes as a woman and how to stand up for yourself, just go with what you believe in and don't doubt, just who you are as a person, regardless of whatever other opinions and stuff like that.
No doubt.
And the hustle, my mom was she can take a penny and make it. I don't know how. I know it now,
yeah,
but
no doubt. No doubt.
A natural born hustler, and she can talk to anybody.
No doubt.
Some people real shy, don't want to hear no. I guess because she had to hustle young, nothing.
Right.
It's she'll step to the president.
Right.
So I appreciate. I'm saying that to say I appreciate those kind of attributes because that's me now. It's
right.
I'm very humble but bold in my ways and things like that, and just. I'm very business oriented.
No doubt.
So I know that's her.
No doubt.
So that's Dawn.
Man, and hey, that's big though. That's big. You saying in so many words that your mom pretty much molded you into
Absolutely.
the person that you are today.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. A lot of times we don't like to acknowledge that, man. But a lot of our traits and the way we go about doing certain things, man, we get it from our parents.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. So you say that was 8 when you was 8 when it was divorced? Your mom
Yeah, I
and
was
your dad.
8, and then just learning her hustle, I did the same. Just worked hard, started from 14. You know what I'm saying? So I always just had that driven, mindset to just keep going, grind. All that. That caught my attention. Hustle, grind, execution. That's just That's what I stand by.
We right here right now.
I love that.
That's where we at right now on the grind.
To perform repetitive tasks over and over.
You better believe it.
I like it.
Putting in the work, man. Putting in the work, man.
Appreciate
man,
that.
Again, I don't want to get away from thanking you again, man, for coming through the fuck with us on the show, man. We've been doing it for a little minute, and we trying to bring people like yourself on here, man, and tell y'all story.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. Giving us a platform.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. It's the chopper power with FattMann.
Chop, chop.
Oh my God, this shit, it's going down. Miami in the building. I've been drinking, sorry. I know I've said it 1,000 times.
I can be what he's on, y'all.
Hey man, it's plenty in the fridge, man. welcome to it, man. Collabs, man.
Ooh.
Collabs and features and things of that nature. You're a dope artist, you're a dope singer. Have you collabed with any rappers? Yet?
A few, yeah. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Dr. Mill, Young Mar, he out here, real, like, popping out here right now. Y'all ever heard of Pilly May?
Pilly May?
Pilly May.
Not familiar.
Pilly.
He local around?
No, actually, it's a female rapper.
Female.
She actually doing her thing out here. So me and her, I'm trying to do a couple female collabs. So that's like my next.
Singer as well?
Go-to.
She a singer or rapper?
No, she just a rapper.
She really?
Just a rapper.
Really?
I gotta put you on.
Pilly, fuck with us.
Pilly May.
Fuck with us,
She
Pilly.
started with Flow Rider, actually.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Wow, man.
Yeah.
Again, I want to go back to you posted.
Now hold on, I'm sorry to even pause that question.
Go ahead, man.
We're talking about just that's in my reach right now.
Okay.
Since we talking, you don't know where this video gonna go to.
Who you want to fuck with?
Feature J. Cole.
Okay.
That's off rip. Everything he talk about, I
dope artist, dope.
And Lil Baby, I feel like Lil Baby the next up. I like him.
Shit, he up already. Goddamn, like that nigga doper than the motherfucker.
Yeah. And when I say next up, y'all, cause I used to compare him to Lil Wayne. I'm like, that's the new generation.
Yeah,
Lil
he
Wayne.
is.
So some people were like, let me stop you right there. Like 2 years ago, let me stop you right there.
That's accurate though.
I'm telling y'all,
that's accurate.
Give him some time. That man is
He's dope, man, and he woke too.
And Lil Wayne was my favorite.
I like the fact that he's woke.
He is. He really is.
He woke, man. You know
he does his.
It's J. Cole as well.
Oh yeah.
He's woke as well.
Beyond the J. Cole.
Yeah, let's call it what it is, man. You know what I mean? It's certain shit you ain't gotta do to sell records.
Yeah.
It's just certain shit you ain't gotta compromise.
Mm-mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Not at all.
You been seeing all this killing and shit going on lately, man, in hip hop, man?
It's killing everywhere, but yeah.
I know it, man, but it's sad though, man. I don't know why we can't get it together. Why we can't do it together? We run the culture.
We do.
We run the culture, man.
You know what I always felt that something, if it can ever disappear, it will be us in the hip hop culture. I feel because this is my theory.
Talk to you. Talk to me, Slay.
We've always what is hip hop? Hip hop back then in the 80s and 90s, we talked about life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we talked about barely. It wasn't about really love. It was just life. But what was our life like in rappers' lifestyle? They in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They only can rap about what they see, right? So all we hear is about like guns, violence, shooting.
Right.
I shoot this, you know. Right. So it's like if it's out there already in the music, that's like public ears, right? So everyone knows that's our. A lot, I say, especially men. That's what we look up to. We look to the rappers. We listen to our music. That's how much we live by. That's how we dress. That's how we think, right? So I just feel like because it's always about shooting and violence, it's just like I think that's what people believe now is hip hop. Like that's like if we're not talking about that, you feel me? It's like that's not hip hop no more. That's not popping. Like there's nothing else. You feel me? I was just talking about that with shout out to Hip Factory too. And I'm like, yo, like, is there anything else we could talk about? And if we think really hard of these topics, it's like the people that actually did do it, they like be celebrities. They see celebrities. You know, they're underrated. Like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
I agree.
Underrated.
I agree.
You know?
I totally agree. And why you think that's the case though? Slay, why you think that's the case that happens like that? I know we could go even deeper because you came up.
You don't want me to go too deep.
You came up in the church, so you get it. You know what I'm saying? You came up in the church, and this stuff happened way before mankind and the things we doing now came about. It came way before. I ain't come up in the church, but I was around churches around that time. But I was always told like, far as let's say good and evil. Why you think evil seem to somewhat way always
like
overtakes.
The most attracting?
Yeah, like it's captivating, and bad stuff is captivating too versus good. Like you say, the J. Cole's and Kendricks and things of that nature. Why you think that's the case?
I feel like it's been here since the beginning of time. And you said it. It's been here since the beginning of time. Like that good versus evil. I'm trying to think of an answer, not to go like on a religious aspect.
Right.
It's just, I mean, even if people say you got good vibes, bad vibes, evil versus good, right? You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If we know that's constant and that's what it is until, and I mean, how can I answer that without even, because some people don't even believe in like,
right.
Let's say an ending.
They got no religion.
Like,
yeah.
people don't have no religion.
I get it.
Let's just say energetically on trying to like feed a certain population, if you will.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If we're constantly, I feel like the hood, I mean, let me answer it this way. If the hood was built around, if y'all notice, everywhere in the hood, what's in the hood?
Alcohol, sex, drugs.
Yeah. A lot of neighborhoods, one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
All right, so how I look at that metaphorically is just like it's like we're in a maze. Like imagine like every neighborhood where you, especially in the hood, going to Parkwood, you go to like Liberty City, there's only like literally one way in and one way out, right? It's like almost a jail. You understand? An occasion. We're caged in.
Yeah, no
our
doubt.
thoughts, so let's just even go deeper. Our thoughts, if we only can know what we see and what we experience, you understand what I'm saying? It's like it's built that way. Hence why you go out to the suburbs, it's everything looks bigger, everything's cleaner, everything's more accessible. You have more like activities. You understand what I'm saying?
So you're saying basically we're by design. Our communities are by design.
It's by design.
I agree.
And until we realize that,
I
and
agree.
until we like really break that down and see what the war really is about and who the enemy really is, because it's not us together. It's not us fighting each other or competing against each other. It's beyond that. Then it will always be.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
I got another guest after you, Emmanuel George. He big on that kind of stuff too. That's what we talking about right now. He real deep too. So I don't know if you
I try not to go too deep. I do. I be like really. I be getting in the rabbit hole a little bit. I have to call myself out sometimes.
Man,
all right now.
Be yourself here, man. You at home here, man. You know what I mean? And this is what we do here. And I ain't trying to drive you off the road and ask you about what's going on in hip hop today. It's just, it's always something, man, with our people, man.
Truly.
And it's enough for all of us, though, Dawn.
Yeah.
It's enough for all of us to get money.
This guy, shout out to Ian Burke. I don't know if you guys know him. He's in Atlanta, and he's like the founder of like TLC. Founder of Lady Gaga.
Okay.
So he sat with me the other day and he said, man, you know what your problem is? I said, what? He said, you always trying to go with what you think, like what everybody is, what you think is everybody's accepting.
No doubt.
He said, these people don't know music like that until it's presented to them. You know what I'm saying? So I said, yeah. He said, there's 7 billion people in the world. So why, it's like you say, it's 7 billion, like there's so many people out here. Why do they think it's enough for everybody? Enough styles for everybody. Everyone could win. Everyone can win. Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot of, I hate that we go in this direction. Not hate it, but how many components up under your hood right now to run your car?
You did what now?
You know how many components and things that are relevant underneath your hood when you pop your car that make your car do what your car do and take you home?
You got your engine, transmission.
I'm saying all that to say this, like, it's enough for everybody.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's enough for all of us to eat, and I think if we take a hold of the culture by the bullhorns, we'll take it over, and we'll run it, and we'll become the elites on that.
I believe that.
Because if you look around, every time you click your phone and look on something, other races, they adopting our culture, man. They dancing, they playing the music while they dancing, they hairstyles, clothing.
And you know what's sad? They're even starting to do it better than us. I see, not saying better, but let me I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Soulful singers right now.
Okay.
Back then, it's not about race.
It's just
about spirit. It's just what we just got naturally. These they weren't singing like that. They couldn't even do it. It was impossible.
Wow, man. Hey, let's get off of that because we're in a kind of somber moment right now, man.
Okay.
Do you meditate?
I do. I wonder, like, what?
You got that look, man, like you meditate, man. You do, man, like you sit there.
Inspired these questions.
All that type of shit. You just got that look, man. I don't know. Corinne Bailey type of vibe. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to embarrass you, man.
You know,
not that meditating is bad. Meditating ain't bad.
I know. I just wonder if it's in my energy because it's like I got this song that I'm popping like I just had right now, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just a different. It's out of the element of what I really like. Should I say? I guess my energy reads.
Okay.
So I'm shocked that even through that, like it's like kind of like a shaking ass song too. Mm-hmm. So it's like no matter where I go, they interviewed me about Quarantine Crazy, but they didn't care. It's like it goes back to this. You meditate, your energy just seems. I'm like, okay, yeah. I can't run it. I can't.
When your birthday?
April.
April. So you're a bull. You're a Taurus.
I'm gonna go ahead and no, I'm an Aries.
Aries? You're at the end of April.
Why does his face look like that, y'all? Could y'all zoom that in? He looks disgusted.
Cause my brother April.
Disgusted about it.
You must be at the end of April.
When's your birthday? What zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Oh, I wonder why you don't like it.
I'm very sweet, man. Until the lights come on. Until the lights come on.
Exactly.
That's when you see the guy.
But no, I'm actually on the 1st of April.
1st of April.
Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day. My brother the 29th. That's why I thought you was a bull.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my brother April 29th.
Oh, that's the end of the month.
That's the end of the month. That's why I'm saying we just get into the end. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not a big horoscope guy. Are you big in horoscopes? Mm-hmm. Do you believe in them?
I don't want to say I believe in it necessarily. I don't follow, but I can't deny. Like, look up your birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know you.
Yeah.
So when they go to describe it, it's like certain things you just can't deny. Like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty close, right?
Yeah, but I just it's a little sometimes too close. I don't want to even tap into. You know,
it's scary.
It's like forget it. Because then at this point, it's like who created me? Like how'd you know? You know? Like,
right.
So it's like I don't even want to know.
Man, shit. Let me change.
About you to meditate.
Go ahead, tell me. Do you?
I do.
You do?
I meditate, but it's not like that. Like you know.
What's it like there?
I believe in your
riding to work with no radio on.
Anywhere, like I don't set apart a place or anything like that. It's just if I feel imbalanced. Everyone knows that. It's just I'm very in tune with energy. Mm-hmm. It's just I think everyone is. Mm-hmm. It's just until we like awaken to it. It's like you can go in a room and be like, I don't like this vibe. This vibe, all right. No doubt. I ain't feeling his vibe. Mm-hmm. And the more we tap into that, it's like start learning yourself. You know what I'm saying? You'll know when you need to just rebalance, recalibrate yourself.
No doubt. So
and then I study. You ever heard of something called Law of Attraction?
Yes.
So I
Robert Greene.
There you go.
That's his book.
Law of Attraction. So I'm really big on that. So that I use that while I'm meditating. You know what I'm saying? Or prayer, however someone want to call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope though. Mm-hmm. I like to hear that though. Meditation. I meditate on the way to work, like I was just telling you. That's what I do. I just don't turn the radio on and I just drive.
Yeah, just silence. You know.
Yeah, just silence, man. Let your brain at ease. You know what I mean? Don't think about nothing. Try not to pick the phone up in the morning.
Yeah, that.
Cause you're reading all the bullshit. It kind of clutters your mind right out the gate.
Yeah. That.
Like thinking about this, or a bitch shaking their ass, or
yeah,
somebody that got killed, or some weird shit.
They give us enough media and entertainment. They feed us enough through our ear, our eye, everything. So.
I think majority of us don't use it properly though.
Oh no, you don't.
You know what I mean? We use it for bullshit. Just call it what it is. Find out what some other people got going on in their life, and so forth, man.
I agree.
Hey, let me go into this, Islay. You posted about escaping, man. I kind of fall in the same area of what we talking about right now. What's escaping for you, man?
Oh, you gotta quote me on that one. Escaping. I remember.
Escaping. I don't. Escaping for me would be like going to get on my motorcycle, getting away from the kids.
Okay. Honestly, at first I was just trying to remember what post where did you get that?
Yeah.
From. But I think I believe I remember the post. So escaping is it ties into what you just said.
Right.
Just talking about I just feel like on a deeper level, even through commercials, I feel like sometimes we think we want something or we desire something.
Right.
And truly it's because we don't realize it's all social media. It's a lot of commercial. It's like I'm gonna give you an example. You ever had you're hungry, right? Mm-hmm. But then you driving, you know what I'm saying? Commercial come on.
Right.
And you hear da 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 da. I'm loving it. That really does trigger our thoughts. and our desires, like things like that smell. Like I get too deep into that, but like that's why hence like a lot of these like fast food restaurants, they have like the, you know, the little fan, like it makes you just want it. You know what I'm saying? Like just it's in your face.
Okay.
I think that's the ultimate like thing that they know. Whatever's in our face and it seems easy, it's accessible. I'm gonna get it, right?
No doubt.
So saying all that to say, it's just like closing off all of that. Sometimes I just like to just go like out in nature or just like go somewhere. Like sometimes I'll just drive and I don't like look at really like a location or a destination. I just like drive, and then however I feel in that moment, like I'll stop, get an Airbnb, you know, and just whether it's just me escaping like in my own self, like my music. I love to write, you know. I started with poetry, like writing poetry, just to like express.
Okay.
A lot of things. That's what I should have been an answer with the beginning of my music, like where I started.
It ain't too late.
That was it. Just like a lot of we were taught, especially coming into church, we couldn't really like express ourselves like that. Like it was like be seen, not heard, shut up, like, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna whoop in type thing. So we really we weren't expressive like that. So a lot of my expressions will go through my writing and my music and my poems. So that's my escape in everything that I do.
Would you wear pants to a church now? Or you still in the old school way?
No, absolutely. I would wear pants now.
You would wear pants.
But that's funny that you even like know that that's the kind of church I came from.
I came up in the era. That's my era, man.
What's
When
your era?
I saw it down 70, I was born in 76. But that's how it was when I was coming up. Ladies couldn't wear pants in church.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So that been going on.
Yeah, it's been going a long time. Now they in the front row out there now, they making sure they don't cross their legs. So the pastor can get a good look at what's going on. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what you doing later?
It's a little tighter, it's a little, you know, passing these now.
Hey,
good.
Man, it's all good.
I'm not, I have a different perspective now. You know, we live, it's spiritual, everything, you know, can't judge people on what they wear.
No doubt. Yeah, at the end of the day, depending on your motive, though. Your motive. If you ain't crossed them legs, you up to no good. Straight up.
That's true.
End of the day, I'm sorry about that. I had to speak on that, man, because a lot of foolishness going on in that church house. But we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't here for that.
That's a lot to talk about.
The latest album, though. What's the latest album?
I'm excited.
Tell us
actually
about it.
working on my EP.
Okay.
I don't want to do an album just yet.
How many tracks? 7, 8?
I have 7.
7,
It's called
okay.
A Passion Project.
Okay.
I'm just excited about it. It's just talking about morally. You know, like we were in an era of like, just recently, everybody talking about no, get out your feelings, no feelings, all this stuff. I just want to talk about real. Feel like just, not just love per se, just like how you really just, certain like how you really feel sometimes. Not really always just like, for example, women. You have a lot of rappers now talking about, can I cuss on here?
Yeah, man.
You know, it's like
It's
fuck
open,
them and get some money. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Get the money. That's not. I mean, if a real woman goes down and sit down and talk to you and they like their spirit talking,
Right.
They don't. It's like every time you do that, you're like it's soulless. Like you're just taking a piece of your soul.
You think?
Absolutely materialistic. Like I have friends out here in this industry. I don't even say names or anything, but it's just like they're big, you know. And they came from the stripping, you know, they came from the stripping lifestyle. They came from the hustle, like we call it like the girl hustle lifestyle. So the girl hustle lifestyle is just literally there's women out here that will know a man with money and they would just like that's what they focus on. They go after man after man.
Right.
But it's just like every experience that I had, they would always say, I mean, yeah, I did what I had to do.
Right.
But did it really make me feel good? Did I feel like did I feel my value or my worth when I got home? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's always is no, you know?
Yeah, that's a deep conversation
That
because
is a deep conversation.
yeah, because going back to your mom when you say your mom and your dad separated, I'm not saying in no shape, fashion, or form that my mom was out there sleeping with random women. Excuse me, but they provided for us and we didn't have the know-how and they got certain things for us and you know when you're dealing with 4 or 5 kids and things of that nature.
4 or 5 kids. Sometimes I don't judge it. Sometimes
I would never.
Yeah, you got to do what you got.
I would never.
And that's different though. To me, it's a different scenario. There's different scenarios and situations for different causes. Like I'm talking about the stories I'm talking about women like just sleeping with different men.
Random.
I'm talking about stripper lifestyle. Just random men, don't know you wake up, you just sleep, you know, under one man.
But you don't think that was taught early on in their life? Not to judge them, man. They do what they do and I done supported the nigga hustle for years. I'm a naked hustle for supporter.
I would just say it's what we see. Like, you know how we say right now, it's what we see on TV, the movie. It's just like what almost is like someone say, this is the lifestyle that you have to live to make it. You understand what I'm saying? The quickest, let's just say, if you don't got an education, you ain't got no money, or let's just say the support system that you need, this the way out. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. So if that's what you're told, and that's been, like I said at the beginning of time too, it's just like, what do you know? Right. So I don't judge a woman. People have different, like even my mother, her mother, like they have different situations.
Yeah, in their eras, yes. So, I agree. Absolutely. Man, I ain't even got away from the damn album talk. Isolate Dawn. Let's get back to this album, man.
Let's go back to
what's the hardest on this EP? What's the hardest song on this EP to you? Which one that you actually?
I'm in the process of still working on it, by the way.
So it's not completed?
It's not completed.
How many songs completed?
I have 3.
Okay.
Right now, this is like literally in a matter of like last week.
Okay. When you release date? You got a release date for it?
I don't know yet. Okay. I really don't. I kind of want to go. I have like 3 more songs that I'm working on, guys. But I'm because I come from a music background. Okay. My music, it's not just like how I sing or the melody, like the instrumentals and everything gotta be like on point. So I really take my time with that.
Who producing your EP?
Within the month, it definitely will be.
Okay. Who producing your EP?
I have a couple people. So I have Prince's old music director. His name's Chico Bennett. He's gonna be he's doing all my guitar work. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like gospel in the gospel industry, but like you guys have heard of the Clark sisters.
Of course, that's an old group.
Yeah, right? Yes. Like so the Clark sisters, like you ever heard, so Karen Clark. Okay. Her son is a producer, so he produces for a lot of people. His name is Warren. Shout out to Warren.
How many albums? How many songs on he producing?
For me, he's doing like majority. I think he's doing like 4 or 5.
So they're gonna be a gospel type of vibe?
No, we're not doing guys. And I'm not saying I'm not, okay, that sounds so...
Yeah, you like, hold up, why I said that?
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, and I've said this many a times. I'm not, like, I don't go to, like, I'm not in the church like that anymore. Right. I was raised in it. I ate it. I slept it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I believe, not to say growth like that. It's just spiritually, I just felt... I got more in touch with my spiritual side, spirituality, like meditation, more nature. Like I just, God is everywhere to me, So I think coming from like a more like cult-based, like very old tradition, doctrinated church, it kind of just made me like have a little bit more openness I guess.
And created in music.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with that.
So now it's like, my music now is morally, I definitely have inspiration things, you know what I'm saying, inspirational things, but my music, I would say, will go with almost like how you ever put on like what you feel like?
Yes.
You ever like dress how you?
And my wife say all the time I be dressing fucked up. That like, we be putting on some wild shit, man.
I'm ready for that.
Call it what it is.
But yeah, it's like with my music, I don't stick to a genre. Like people always say, what genre? I don't stick. It's just like I have, coming from a mixed background, I just go with how I feel. My music's how I feel. Okay. But the Passion Project really does based around like just more emotion, love, talking about more like just rawness. Because like everything, like I say now, people are talking about like no feelings, like really not. I think it's fake. No. So everyone like, let me get real. I'm on real. You
Everybody got feelings, man.
You feel me? And not even just the feelings part. It's just like I think in general, like everyone's talking about what's this new thing like in a mood of just like I just. Like get the no fake around me, keep fake around me, you feel me? But it's like I don't think they're realizing like how fake what we accept is fake and what real is. It's like people don't want no more. They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
And it's like I don't know. What I want, that's what I'm discussing in my album. We talking about that. We're talking about, let's just say if you in your room, in your bedroom, and how you really feel. That's my album right there.
Straight up passion, and that's gonna be the EP name, Passion.
Passion Project.
Passion Project.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear this project, man.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna be watching. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I think you're a dope artist.
Please do.
I think you're a dope artist. I want to thank you for blessing us with your time.
Thank you.
Man, pulling up on us, man. Love the shoes.
You like
what I'm saying on that damn
comfortable.
Chewbacca shit. I love it. Gotta love it, nigga. I'm on that, nigga. I like a lot of hair on it. No cap. Hey, listen. This the Chop Up Hour. I'm in the building with IslayMiami.
AKA DawnMusique.
How they could find you, man?
That y'all make sure y'all every platform, guys. islaymiami. My artist name is DawnMusique. That's like the sun, DAWN, like the morning, MUSIQUE. Y'all can Google me, baby. And y'all make sure y'all check out my songs that's out now. All Eyes on Us, Quarantine Crazy. Those are my singles. Shout out to iHeartRadio for showing the love. Shout out to the Chopper Power.
I am FattMann.
FattMann.
Look at pull my
I
cape
appreciate
back.
you, FattMann.
Hey man, all love. Dawn, it's all love. I appreciate you, man, and I wish number of great things in your future.
Thank you.
And I'm sure it will be.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
a pretty good woman, man.
We keep it going.
Real quick before I let you go, is it personality over looks? Which one is it for you when you're choosing a man?
Personality, my love.
Oh,
whoa.
Oh, she hit the break.
I thought you said with me, like.
Y'all see how she really feel?
Over your beauty or personality?
Y'all feel it, y'all. She hit the break.
Personality.
Y'all know what that means.
With a man?
Yeah.
Damn, you can't say in or.
Come on, it's always in or.
You know, it's a balance. I need a balance. You know, like, can I just answer this in this way?
Go ahead.
I would not date a man that was like, I don't care if he was like the most beautiful man to me, in my eyes. And he had a fucked up personality, we're not together. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he's Stephen Curry.
That's a correct answer though.
You feel me? However, if he had the most beautiful personality in the world and he just looked fucked up, I ain't with him either.
So you ain't gonna choose him either?
No.
Nigga! Y'all heard what she said.
Alone.
You will not get chosen, nigga.
No. That's, he has to be decent.
Man.
Because you know what? I got to sleep with a man at night.
Honesty is the best policy. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
If he's decent looking. You know what I'm saying? I just want a decent looking man with a beautiful personality and I'll be fine.
Hey, look here.
I'll be fine.
I guess words of the wise, man. We heard that from islaymiami.
That's it.
Don't even shoot your shot, dog.
Don't even do
if you ain't ready.
Nah, y'all, the gate's closed.
This the Chopper Power. I'm FattMann. islaymiami, man. Dawn is in the building, blessing us with her time, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. She got a performance, man. She finna bless us.
Don't mind these grapes.
Yo.